Yo, what's up, everybody? I'm gonna be going over the latest version of Shard. I'll put it up over here real quick. Um, right now we're on version 0.3.3.2. Um, and a lot has changed since the kind of introduction video, probably like 6 months ago, of the framework. It's gotten a lot simpler, a lot less coupled, and a lot easier to kind of write scalable code. If follow the practices. Also, this might have been featured, I can't remember, but VS Code extension, so you can generate a new project just like that, pulls the latest version, generates some test services, preloads some packages that are kind of commonly used, um, like Zone Plus, Trove, Cache module. This is our data thing that uses profile service and player profile with a heading that you can create, but that's, not required. These are just a lot of modules. Probably the most important one, SimpleNet, uh, really, makes networking. It's Roblox networking, except, you know, you can do it all in code without having to type like 100 lines. And dispatcher, which is a singleton now. So there's basically no dependency injection. Everything's kind of a singleton. Um, and if you want to require another service, like if I want to require test service from other service, I can use the get module package, which on start, not on initialize. On initialize, it's obviously booting the service, but on start of the other module, we can get the module that is requested, and you have full access to any of the uh, any of this. uh, but the major change would probably be SimpleNet. Aside from obviously structure, SimpleNet is a lot easier to use. You can just do remote event, remote function uh with the name you want to specify, and this will generate a remote function. And then um, if you want to use a remote function on the server, you can do fire, and then you can pass in the player and then whatever in here. And this is how you use it. And then if you want to connect a remote function, you can just connect with the callback right here, and that is the remote events. And then we have remote functions, which function the same way. You can invoke with whatever here, and then connect them with whatever. And that's a big upgrade from, what was the very integrated networking there was before. Um, so it's a lot better. And then dispatcher got some upgrades. So the event bus is a lot better. Um, you know, syntax updates where you can publish, depending on how you want to type. And then it's a singleton, or you can make uh an event bus specific for a certain module if you really desire. Otherwise, you can just require the module and get it from there. Um, some client packages and changes. Value. This was kind of inspired from the Trove, or not Trove, sorry, Fusion value, where you can set this value to anything and have a signal in here, uh, and then you can. Is this not updated or something? Um, There wasn't a, I must not updated the package, but there is a value observe in the latest package where you can observe it, but otherwise you can just listen to the dot changed, value dot changed, and connect it there, and then it'll fire whenever the value is changed. And then you can just type it kind of like this. That is not, I need to remove that from our build. You can just do this, and that's the value. Um, Need to remove that stuff. Dev mode, thread everything. If you're working with a team, you really don't need sequential booting, because of the load order. So everything gets initialized before it started, so there will really never be any issues unless you code issues yourself. Queue module, really basic. And then we have a, let me pull it up on my screen over here. Shard packages. Just a entire thing kind of containing all the modules we use. And you can contribute to this. Cobra contributed to this, made this webhook module. Some of these are obviously ripped, like Trove, Zone Plus, Signal, Sift, but that's getting removed because we don't need it. It's not really useful. PID observers, but we kind of built up observers as well, some of them in there. This is a leaderboard module or package that literally has a fully functional like leaderboard where you can do monthly. Just really any package you can imagine can is in here. So if I want to install a package, I can just do chart install package, and then I can do leaderboard, and it'll mount in here. So we don't have to use npm and everything. But I mean, yeah, that's practically the updated updated version of it. And I mean, can show some projects that have been made in like a couple days. Like this game, for example, this was made in like 12 hours, which I mean, granted, you can make it in a lot less. I mean, the entire game was done in like 6 hours, and then we just had to add stuff, but um, like extra content. But this is made with Shard, and it just helps having a whole library of kind of stuff to speed up development. But I mean, yeah, that's practically the latest version of Shard. A little rundown of it. Um, I mean, if you guys have any questions, just let me know and I'll be happy to answer them. Thanks.